I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another one on today. We're going to talk a little bit about Kerryon Johnson on today. We're going to talk about the situation that's going on with Detroit and their backfield. And let's go ahead and get it. Also, guys, make sure you subscribe to the Detroit Sports Alliance. Their links will be below in the description box. And subscribe to Noble Sports Entertainment because we talk sports, period. All right, guys, we're going to get right into this Kerryon Johnson situation. I've been wanting to talk about this and address this situation with the fans. I know that this is definitely a bizarre and puzzling type of season for the Detroit Lions. Didn't think that Kerryon Johnson would go down so early. We know that Kerryon sustained an injury last year, and it looks like he sustained another injury. Now, I don't know if it's the same knee injury that he sustained last year against the Carolina Panthers, but Kerryon is down again, and we all got the memo that he would be on IR, and pretty much he'll be gone for the remainder of the season. But they were speculating that he would probably come back possibly 2 games before the season is over. But I just think that the Detroit Lions probably shut Kerryon Johnson down for the season. Now, the biggest thing, and this is no poke at Kerryon Johnson because I like Kerryon Johnson, and I think he's a very, very solid running back. But the biggest thing is that coming into the season, the Detroit Lions went out and got a coach by the name of Darrell Bevell. Now, Darrell Bevell is a guy that is our offensive coordinator. And pretty much he wanted to implement the run with Detroit. And Detroit has not had a run game in several seasons. And Kerryon Johnson was the first running back in a very, very long time since Reggie Bush to be able to give 100 yards and in a game. And we definitely thought that Kerryon would rush over 1,000 yards this season. But it looks like that would not be the case. Kerryon has went down with another injury. Now putting the label on him, is Kerryon Johnson injury prone? Well, you know, injuries do happen in football. It's a very physical sport, very physical game, and it demands a lot on your body, especially when you're running back. You take a beating out there. You take a punishment because you're blocking huge linebackers and from coming in and trying to stop them from getting to the quarterback. Sometimes defensive ends trying to clip them. And Kerryon Johnson, man, was definitely a very, very solid running back for the Detroit Lions. But now if you're the Detroit Lions, you have to speculate as far as like what are you going to do with Kerryon Johnson. Now, I'm not saying that the Detroit Lions are going to cut him. I'm not saying that the Lions are going to do away with him. But what I am saying, you have to evaluate this. You know, every time you go into the offseason, you have to evaluate on how you can get better for the following season. And I definitely think that the Detroit Lions need to start evaluating because Kerryon Johnson, and it's not his fault, but it's just part of the game, and it's the nature of the beast. And Kerryon Johnson has been bitten 2 seasons in a row by the injury bug. And it's hurting him, man. It's hurting his career because he has not been able to complete 2 NFL seasons so far. And it's just really, really hurting Kerryon Johnson. And I know the Lions are going to have to make some tough decisions in the offseason. But the thing is, do you guys think that the Detroit Lions need to go out there running back in the offseason? I know that they'll probably end up drafting one. But it's 2 guys out there that I'm going to say a little bit later in this show that I think that the Lions possibly should go out there. But what do you do now? Now that Kerryon Johnson is down and Ty Johnson is not getting the carries that you thought he would get after the Lions decided to part ways with C.J. Anderson. I thought that Ty Johnson would get at least 8 to 10 reps, snaps a game, and it seems like that's not the issue. The Lions have brought in several different running backs, and now they're working out Jay Ajayi. And also you have J.D. McKissic and Trey Carson, who they said has been hit with the injury bug as well. So I definitely want to know what the Detroit Lions are doing in the backfield to get better. And I know that this is so unfortunate for Kerryon Johnson, man. And I wish him the best and a speedy recovery. And this is not a video to knock Kerryon Johnson. This is a video to just say, where are we at in the backfield in year 2? You know what I'm saying? This is year 2. We thought that Kerryon would progress and be able to be that first 1,000-yard season after Reggie Bush did it in 2013. But it looks like that's not going to be the case because he's down again. And the other guys are not getting a lot of carries. The Lions have been using the run by committee for a very, very long time. And I would love to see Ty Johnson be able to get the ball more. I want to see what this kid can do, and the Lions are not featuring him. He knows the playbook by now. He should know it. And I think that he should be given a fair opportunity to try to fight for some more minutes as far as it goes with being out on the field against guys like J.D. McKissic and Carson as well. But to me, the Lions are going to have to make some changes in the offseason, and I definitely think that it's going to start with Kerryon Johnson. But a couple running backs that I wanted to talk about that I think that the Lions may need to go out there. One of the guys is Melvin Gordon. I definitely know that Melvin Gordon is a very, very solid running back. And a lot of us thought that during the trade line that the Lions would go after Kerryon. Not Kerryon, but Melvin Gordon. Thought that we would go after him, but we did not do it. And, you know, we thought that we would make a trade, but we did not do it. I know we need pass rushing, and I know that's something that we're going to talk about in the offseason about the draft. But I definitely think that Melvin Gordon is one of those guys that may be a free agent and that you may be able to get in here depending on the price for Melvin Gordon. Now, another guy that I really, really like the most is Kareem Hunt. I definitely think that Kareem Hunt could be the type of running back. You could have him featured in Kerryon Johnson being the second running back, but I definitely think that Kareem Hunt, a lot of teams are going to be after him, and rightfully so, man. He was one of the best running backs in the league, young running backs in the league before the incident that happened with him off the field. Kareem Hunt is one of those guys, man, that I would definitely give a call, and definitely one of them guys that I'd be willing to pay the money for to get on this roster to make this run game better. The Detroit Lions must establish a run game. If you don't have a run game, you're not going to be able to do anything. It is key and it is vital for these guys to get better on the ground. And I definitely think that Kareem Hunt could contribute to the Lions backfield. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the video. Also, what you think about Melvin Gordon and Kareem Hunt. Peace.
I give you my heart.